You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched your work, come to understand your motivation. Our time is up. Until we see each other again.
Hello my ghouls and gargoyles, this is Count Lazuli here, and I want to show off what is the beginning prologue to a big Snapmap project I'm working on called Spongedoom, which is my attempt to bring as much of Bikini Bottom as I can to Snapmap. So we're going to go ahead and read the beginning piece here. Spongedoom, the Doomslayer is no longer of use to Samuel Hayden. Banished in an underwater colony of anthropomorphized fish, a strange town called Bikini Bottom. However, the Doomslayer is not the only outsider in the city. A handful of remaining demons hope to end their enemy here in the deep. The Doomslayer will need to rely on the resources present to fight off the Dark Horde. And we're going to press scoreboard to continue. And here we are at the iconic Pineapple Easter Island Head. Oh, that was my phone. The Easter Island Head. And the Rock. So SpongeBob's house, Squidward's, and Patrick's. We are in this area right here. So let's go on ahead. Prologue has begun. We're going to beat up these guys. There we go. So again, the beginning here, it's really just to kind of get you in the simple elements of it. So, for those of you who haven't really been too much informed on what's going on here, for a while I've been meaning to basically recreate Bikini Bottom within Snapmap, because I just saw, hey there buddy, get ready, more monsters are on the way, SpongeBob said. I'm too squeezy, but maybe this bubble toy could help. So again, I do have like the characters that speak to you in this, and so yeah, I want to bring Bikini Bottom to Snapmap through an RPG style, and we're gonna get to that a bit later on. We're gonna pick up our first given gear here, the toy bubble gun. We're gonna fight the next wave of enemies. So glory kills, as you've probably seen, those grant you ammo and health. I'm going to change a couple of the stats there because they're giving a bit too much of what I want them to. But that's pretty much how you're going to sustain yourself during the combat sequences. Whatever it is, can we keep the volume down? Squidward, this metal fella is here to save us from the monsters. I see. Alright, fine. Take this old food and do the job, whoever you are. And then Squidward gives us his offering here. And as you see here, explosive canned bread. So one of my intents with this map, here's another, is a ton of references to various different SpongeBob episodes. I'm honestly not even sure how much I'm going to be able to fit into the final product of this map. Because there's just so many SpongeBob episodes after so many seasons of it airing. It's going to be really hard to fit as much as I can into this Snapmap from so many references from the show. Oh, looks like he's getting the better of me here. Alright. Thanks, stranger. Oblige. What'd I miss? As Patrick asks. Then Patrick has his offering here. Oh, and here's another little thing. This is kind of just telling you what's going on with the general story. Bikini Bottom newspaper. Demon invasion plagues town, Bikini Bottom. And this is, again, this is the newspaper, and you're going to find this posted all over town. I want this a bit of like a lived-in element here. And, you know, just here I've got like the weeds, coral. You know, I want kind of that SpongeBob's world feel to it. So we're going to pick up Patrick's offering here. A useless boot. I mean, I'm sure Patrick would have that. Patrick, why do you have a human boot? Of course you wouldn't understand the needs of a starfish, Squidward. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. It's a crazy city here in Bikini Bottom, friend, but only one of us can help. And that's the end of their dialogue in this sequence here. So we have these three hell shrines right here. So we're just gonna go up to one of them here. Then we get this quest giver selection, and this pretty much defines how the general system of this snap map is gonna work. So SpongeBob SquarePants. A jolly sponge filled to the brim with optimism. SpongeBob SquarePants will happily guide you through Bikini Bottom to put a stop to the demonic invasion. SpongeBob will guide you throughout the main quest line. SpongeBob comes with the optional Squishy Empire quest line. Collect all 10 patties for a score bonus. You will not be able to change quest givers once chosen. So the way this works is you have SpongeBob, you have Squidward, and you have Patrick. You will choose one of them as your quest giver, and by doing so, you'll have your own variation of the main quest line, which involves basically saving Bikini Bottom from the demon invasion. It's going to be a kind of a twist on the Doom campaign, but done in the, you know, in a Bikini Bottom style. But you will also have a side quest which is character driven. So let's just say I choose Squidward. I will have the main quest line and some of Squidward's dialogue throughout the quest, but I will have the option to take a break from the main quest and go ahead and do Squidward's tasks as well. Squidward will also have his own individual secrets hidden across Bikini Bottom. And I'm also going to have all kinds of different little secrets, references, winks and nods to the different episodes, because this is basically just a huge tribute to what was my favorite TV show as a kid. Now, what you have here, you've probably noticed that there's bus stops at each end of this module right here, and you're going to find these in just about every location in Bikini Bottom. These bus stops are how you're going to get around Bikini Bottom. So you're going to head on the bus, and then it'll bring you to a different location. So right now we're in the classic neighborhood with SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick. This is our prologue setting. So we come up to this bus stop, and it says bus, Krusty Krab, and Chum Bucket. So this bus stop here, this will take us to that location. Now, as you see here, we're still in this area, and that's because I actually haven't built the other locations yet, and thus I haven't actually hooked up any teleporters. Only the animation transition for traveling place to place. So that's all we really have for here. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna choose SpongeBob for the sake of this tutorial video here. So yeah, we've read that, and we're gonna click this. Prologue complete. That's the end of the prologue. And then up in the corner we have quest giver SpongeBob. We have how much score we have. And up there it says times 4 score multiplier. Now that is actually something I'm debating whether or not I'm still going to have. I had this idea where SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick would grant their own boon to the player, but I'm still deciding on whether or not I'm going to keep that as an official element, or just scrap it all together for balancing reasons. But let's ignore that for now. Now that we've chosen SpongeBob, we now have access to his house. So let's go on in right here. Enter SpongeBob's home. And then we have his living room right here. Now here's SpongeBob. Yeah, I know that's not exactly square or sponge or yellow. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to have the iconic SpongeBob characters as friendly demon AI. And the reason I'm doing that is because it grants me not only does it free me the burden of having to create each of these characters through Geo, but this grants me the liberty to use these SpongeBob characters as possible NPC allies during a battle, or particular events during a side quest, or the main story, or whatever. So we have SpongeBob here, and he's going to, because we've chosen SpongeBob, his house will act as our sort of safety hub in this crisis in Bikini Bottom with the demon invasion going on. We have his TV, his furniture. Now his house actually isn't done yet. I still have some wall ornaments I have to put up. We're gonna go into SpongeBob's bedroom here. I've built his bed with the ladder. He's got his alarm, Gary's needs. Then we have this little treasure chest here. You can actually jump off of this here. I think I'm gonna do something with that. But that's really about it. This is my upcoming map, Spongedoom, and I cannot wait until this SpongeBob Snapmap RPG is finished, and then I can give it to this awesome community. This is Count Lazuli, and I am out.